Hi, my name's Sam Lanahan. I'm the inventor and founder of the C60 line of structural fabrics. Structural fabrics are derived from a synthetic lattice that I invented that can be made flexible, lightweight, and porous for a variety of applications. We think it's a great opportunity to get my structural fabrics in front of the sculptural community. And so I thought it was a perfect opportunity to open up a gallery, and hence we have Lattice Gallery. What you see when you first walk in is a very large wave form that is rising up, and then this will eventually merge into white and it'll crash over on the other side. It's going to look pretty cool. So when somebody looks at this, they're going to get two connections. And the first connection be, oh, it's a wave. And then peer through the wave and realize that it's been deconstructed into its basic primary elements of tension and compression. And then you can see how the whole wave coheres, how it becomes one, and then how it disintegrates and then reforms an endless cycle. The reason that I went with the C60, in this instance, the soccer ball, was that the soccer ball is recognizable to everybody. And as a consequence of that, we already have an empathetic pathway for comprehending what it is. For me, though, I've scaled up the carbon-60 molecule 100 million times so that we can look at it and turn it into a useful compressive entity. Synthetic lattices are based on the geometry of the fullerene, or the carbon-60 molecule. This discontinuous compression, continuous tension concept, the islands of compression in a sea of tension. These are Fuller's very words, and we can see that expressed in this, what I now call a structural fabric. Tensegrity, of course, is the contraction of two words, tensile integrity. My company, Flextegrity, is the contraction of two words, flexible integrity. So here we have discontinuous compression, continuous tension. And each one is isolated in a sea of tension. Synthetic lattices then deploy the geometry that Fuller elucidated with the geodesic dome. And I take the idea that forces are being transmitted around the surface of the sphere as if a ball bearing, and then collapse the compression column into this spherical shape. And then in a uniform ordered way, I am able to construct these synthetic lattices. But by changing the properties of the interconnecting element, I can make this relatively stiff so that it won't bend. So I have complete control over the plasticity of the material. So the sidewalk can be stiff or flexible. The curbing might be very rigid, and the road might be very rigid, but it might be all the same material all woven together. I'm always excited and delighted when I connect with like minds and visionaries and people that get it. And that's what I've been struggling to do, is really connect with the right community, the right influencers who can take this and move it and give it a broader audience. So that's really been my incentive all along.
Is there an idea or a concept that you are curious to potentially collaborate with us, where our vision could help actually, make your objects come out?
I want to do your projects, right? I can do monumental scale to public art. So if you have some complex geometry, some complex form that you want to make, I can get you there using these tools. We can build all of our bridges, we can build our infrastructure in such a manner that it's resilient in an earthquake and it's not going to collapse. This is how we want to build the next generation of resilient structures. Now that's all achievable with a synthetic lattice. And the closing line is, Flextegrity is ready to design and build your monumental structures. Thank you very much for bringing that up. Thank you.